All right, welcome back to Red Barn Acres. Wait a minute, we're changing the name. Smith Farm and Outdoors. That's the new channel name. I think I'm going to stick with that. All right, our video for today is about a newer pistol that I purchased recently. It is a Canik or Janik, but they're made in Turkey. And this is the One Series. I got it at Academy Sports for $2.99. And basically it's just a more budget version of the same ones that they sell. This one comes with one magazine, and now I'm going to open the box and show you everything that it comes with. Alright, so we've got the pistol. Comes with a loaded chamber indicator or an empty chamber indicator. Show you that it is empty. Comes with an interchangeable back strap, so if you like one that's more round than this one, you can swap this out. It comes with an Allen wrench. It comes with a child safety lock. Never used that. Quality control tag. Serial number tag. Does not come with extra springs. Comes with their paperwork, join the NRA, and advertisement for extra parts, and an owner's manual. Comes in a basic padded case and one 18 round magazine. Now if you live in a jurisdiction that doesn't allow this capacity, it will stop at 10 round magazines, or you can have them pinned. They also make 20 round magazines if you want to order them. This One Series only comes with one magazine. You can order extra magazines online for about $32.99. These extra springs, this is the spring that came with my pistol. This is a heavier recoil spring. This is one that I ordered from Century. It's a lighter recoil spring. It comes with an L and the color blue. Basically, this is for lighter ammo, lighter loads. It helps cycle them better. Now, someone at Century customer service got this mixed up and sent me two of them. So I've got one in here and one extra. But this is the heavier recoil spring. From what I've been told, these pistols made in Turkey are designed to shoot 124 grain NATO ammo. The standard ammo in the United States is 115 grain, so it doesn't cycle the 115 grain ammo that well. I think perhaps the ammo that I was testing it out with is probably lighter loads, older ammo, milsurp ammo, and maybe if I had some more modern loads, it would have cycled them okay. But when I switched to 124 grain and put the lighter recoil spring in that was sent to me free of charge, I've had no issues whatsoever with this gun. Okay, so now I'm going to go over the details of this pistol with you. I'm going to drop the magazine. Trying to stay in frame here, but the magazine drops freely, no issues there. We've got an empty chamber indicator in the barrel right now. I'm going to drop that. Chamber is empty, nothing in the magazine. I always like to do this 3 or 4 times and look to make sure it's empty, because we are going to disassemble this. And with a striker fired pistol, we will need to pull the trigger to release the slide. Let's go over the specs of this thing. Like I said, it has 18 rounds. You can get a 20 round magazine or a 10 round magazine for this. The slide and the frame are both the same color. This is what you might call a Patriot brown or a Coyote brown or flat dark earth. Just depends on who's talking. And as you can see, this is a striker fired pistol. There's no external hammer or internal hammer for that matter. And if you see that red dot, that means that the striker is cocked and ready to go. If you push the safety on the trigger and then follow up with the trigger pull, red dot will go away, showing that it is no longer cocked and ready to fire. Will not cock. I'm going to disassemble this right now, then I'll show you some more things about it. Push these little switches down after the trigger is pulled. slide comes right off. Here's the internals. Except you can take this little pin out right here and switch the magazine release over to this side in case you're left-handed. Make sure I've got plenty of lube on the rail here and in the internals, and no issues whatsoever. As you can see, this has got the blue spring. This is the light recoil spring instead of the heavy that it came with. Take the barrel out, take the spring out, clean this, lube it, put it back together. One thing I will show you, right here, this is the loaded chamber indicator. Red dot comes up if there is a round in the chamber. It's down if there's not. That may or may not be important to you. It's cocked, fired. One thing I'll note about this is it's got a very good trigger reset. The trigger itself is great. One of the best triggers I've ever seen on a factory pistol. And that's what one of the things these Caniks are known for. If you pull this and fire, the trigger reset. I'm going to hold this down, put the pin here, put a little pick here. You can see just how far it travels forward for the trigger to reset. That may be 1/8 of an inch, I'm not sure. I'll have to get the calipers out, but it is very, very short trigger reset to be able to pull it again. There's not many factory triggers that are that good. As you can see here, also it has Warren tactical sights, front and rear. It's got a nice groove for the rear sight. Nice big block with a white dot for the front sight. These are very good sights, very accurate. I'll show you how that works in a little bit on the range. And one thing I did notice is that the slide, the barrel, and the receiver, all three have serial numbers on them. Same serial number for all of it. The interchangeable back strap that I mentioned when I first got started, I like the one that came on it, the more slim profile. Don't have huge hands or anything, but that's a really good fit. It's good tactical grip there. It's got a good feel on the front as well. This has got factory stippling, if you want to call it that. It's got a good feel. I don't think this would ever slip out of your hand, even if your hands were wet or anything. So it feels real good. It does have a rail on the front for a light. So don't have one of those yet, but I'm looking into that. One thing here is that the slide catch also functions as a slide release. Some pistols are not designed that way. This one seems to be fine. Just as a note, the Cerakote over the slide is not just Cerakote over steel, but it is Cerakote over a nitride finish. So I expect this to last a long time with very little possibility of rusting or anything like that. Quite pleased with the finish on it. It's very nice. The magazine capacity being 18 plus 1 in the chamber. That's a lot of ammo just for one magazine. Most modern pistols run 15, 16, maybe 17 on some factory magazines. 18 is crazy. Alright, to keep this video short and to the point, I've got one loaded magazine, extra round. I'm going to take it out to the range and shoot a magazine through it and show you how it works. Hi, and now we're back outside on the range. We've got the Canik TP9sf loaded. I've got 18 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. We're going to do a little shooting at the shoot and see target in front of me at about 7 yards and see what this thing does. Please ignore any extra noise in the background. It's one of my neighbors doing some land clearing, so you may hear some heavy equipment. There's no safety to switch, it's just the trigger safety. So now we're ready to go. Empty. Alright, that ran flawlessly. Now keep in mind that is hand loads that I loaded myself. So with the ammo shortages, I've been doing a lot of reloading lately. But now let's go take a look. So now I've taken 19 shots with the Canik TP9sf. Let's take a look. Got one on the edge and one on the top. But for the most part, they've got a nice little group just slightly to the left and high. That is 19 rounds of hand-loaded 124 grain hollow points. These are Sierra bullets. Ran flawlessly, no issues, no jams, no stovepipes, no failure to feeds, no failure to ejects. Everything ran perfectly, just like I thought it would. I bought this pistol because I wanted a new service pistol, full size, to carry. I've been carrying a little Ruger LC9S for a long time. Now I've got a Beretta 92 and several other full-size pistols, but I wanted one specifically for carrying for me. So I'm very happy with this. I've lubed it up nicely. It's working flawlessly for me now. I've got several hundred rounds through it with no issues since I got the right ammo and the right recoil spring. I'm not convinced that old ammo I was shooting was any good. Could have been old powder. I don't know. Don't even know where the ammo came from. So once I've switched it to 124 grain bullets, put the low recoil spring in there, this thing runs flawlessly. And 124 grains very good for self-defense too, especially coming out of a 4.5 inch barrel. And 19 rounds before you have to reload, wow, that'll get the job done. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet, just straight to the point. Definitely recommend this pistol, 100%. I try to avoid the politics of Turkey in the USA, but as far as the gun goes, it is a good quality gun. Very highly recommended. If you will, please subscribe to our channel. The next video I'm going to do on this particular pistol is probably going to make a custom holster for this, custom leather holster. I do some leather work too, so I'm going to see about making a custom carry holster for this. I just got finished making a custom holster for my revolver, so we'll see how this works out. Stay tuned.